everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Hold on a minute, I'm just trying to sort this camera out. I should have clipped it in there before I did anything. Right, just going to do a quick lather review after my unboxing, just to have a check and see what this scent's like and see what the soaps are like. I've been looking forward to using these. I was hoping to try and pick the actual full pucks up, but alas, I haven't managed to get any yet because I have emptied my bank. Right, soap is Oleo Soapworks Empire by Vida on Facebook. Really nice woman, put some lovely posts up, and out of the packet it smells like Creed Aventus. That's what I get from it. I've just took some out, rubbed it in there, let it air out a little bit, and it smells even more like Creed Aventus now. So I am assuming, without checking Facebook or checking Vida's website, that this is along the lines of a Aventus clone. So straight in with a damp brush. The brush is the Razor 400, which I just used this morning. Was it the afternoon? Well, I think it was this morning when I used it for my head shave. And Vida also head shaves, so I don't think she watches the channel, but she spends a lot of time on Facebook. It's a difficult thing, I can imagine, just for a woman to get in there and get stuck into that. So at the moment it's mainly a man scene. It's not super big for women, I don't think, but it's getting there, and people like Vida will actually make it more enjoyable and better for women to come into and make them feel more at ease, as I'm sure most of the guys would anyway. I think the problem is there's a big jump I've seen in political correctness, if there is such a thing, between America and the UK, and then the UK and Australia and some of Europe as well. Big difference. This is definitely Creed Aventus scented soap. I can smell it, it's oozing out. It smells lovely, it smells really good. I've actually got this just sat next to me. Yeah, it's pretty damn close to that. Let's just see what the lather's like though. I've dipped the tips quite a few times there because I didn't put any water in with it. I just put the damp brush in. Scent strength out that bag is probably like a 5. Scent strength now is up about a 7. Smells great. It's got a sort of yellow tinge to it. I don't know what's obviously in it to give it that sort of colour. It's yellow in the sample bag. But as I'm actually whipping it up, you guys will see it's not bright white like a lot of soaps are. I'm just dipping the tips again. Now Vida's pretty new, I think, to soap making. Well, saying that, she might not be new to soap making. She might have been doing it for years, trying to perfect it before she actually came on the scene. So rather than making that assumption, I'll say that she's new on the scene, to me anyway. I've only noticed this stuff sort of cropping about for the last 3 or 4 months. I can tell you right now, it's making a beautiful lather. I'm just adding water as I go along because it's, as with most artisan soaps, they take a good kick of water. And because this is a sample, there's no prisoners when I put a sample in a bowl to mix it. I always put way more than you need because you want to try and get as much of the experience of the full soap as you can. Although in fairness, I would say the soaps that she does, the ones I've got at the moment, are more like crepes. They're very, very close to being a cream. It could be the fact that they've just been sat in the nail band for a while in the heat, so once they cool down a little bit in the house they might thicken up again. Oh, scent's lovely, it's really nice. It's definitely as good scent wise as the Classic 24. As you can see, I'm not finished yet, but it's whipping up a beautiful lather. So this was sent to me by Rob Larimore off Facebook as part of a trade. I traded over, I've sent him over my full complement pretty much of Squadron soaps. A tub of Wolfpack Sublime shaving soap, which is another Australian, it's all Australian that I've sent him, and then a sample of the Wolfpack Pinemite as well. And then I've also sent him, as part of the trade for the Barrister and Man, the Holy Black Gunpowder Spice, which I've just recently found out is actually Rob's one of his favourite scents. but I think that one's for his brother. Or his cousin, I can't remember. Well, I think it is. Personally, if it's my favourite scent, I'd probably end up keeping it myself, but we'll see. Right, I'm just going to dip the tips again. I want to see how far I can push this, but at the moment I'm getting gorgeous peaks. It's a very, very creamy lather. There's not a lot of air bubbles in there, if any. This is a pretty long lather review, but oh well. At the end of the day, you watch what you want to watch and you don't watch what you don't want to watch. I'm not going to stop you, because I can't. Yeah, this is a pretty impressive stuff, I must say. And Vida, I do apologise, I cannot remember your surname, but I'm sure the guys out there will know who you are. I just did a bit of beta testing on our website as well, just to sort of see if the international shipping side of things was working in the payment section, which it was, so I got it to work fine. I'm just going to show you this. Oh. I'm trying to scoop it all of it. Look at that. Right, that's pretty much all of it, there's not much left in there. The scent is beautiful. The lather is very heavy, very dense. As you can see, it doesn't go anywhere. If I put my finger on it, it'll pull down peaks. As you can see. Now, close up look of it. There's literally, I can't really see any bubble on it at all. Very creamy. Oh yeah. Heaps of cushion in that. Absolutely loads of cushion. In fact, you know something, that needs more water. It's still super thick, holy shit. And the scent is pretty good for a Creed Aventus clone. In fact, Ken, Lee, if you're watching this mate, I know you like Creed Aventus as much as I do. Whew, that smells incredible, I can't wait to shave with this. Like, I'm going to dip my hands in the water and then just let it run about and just see what the slickness is like. Yeah, it feels alright. Obviously, when you have the shave, you know completely, but there's definitely slickness there, a residual sort of slickness. Yeah, there is actually. I've put more. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep my hands above the bowl. I put more in there. Yeah, but it's filling. Oh, I've got up my glasses now. That's why I hate wearing glasses when you do shaving stuff. It's filling up my bathroom with the scent of Creed Aventus, which is lovely. I love this scent. I absolutely love it. So scent wise, in terms of an actual clone, that's pretty damn good. It'll be interesting. Interesting to see how it goes with the shave. Like I say, it doesn't feel quite as slick as some soaps when I've got it in my hands. But it's very cushiony, it's very thick, very creamy and yogurty, and it smells brilliant. That was Oleo Soapworks Empire. If you fancy a Creed Aventus scented soap, that's definitely one to look for in the US, because Wickham's Classic 24 is quite expensive to get sent over in bulk purchase. This one I'm not sure on the price on it, I don't think it's too expensive, and I think Vida's shipping price is pretty good as well. So that was it, Oleo Soapworks Empire. Thanks very much, Rob, for sending it over. Vida, if you watch this, it seems to be a pretty good soap. I can't wait to shave with it and see how it actually performs in a shave. I might use it on my next shave because I love Creed Aventus, and that scent really got me wanting to use it now. So you guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.